Who do we have for sponsor this week?
We have Surfshark and Paka. And there's nothing I can do about it right now, but I want you to tell me how loud is this compared to me. And it's perfect timing, too, because October...
It's okay.
It's about the same?
It's about the same.
Great.
I was going to mention it to you last time, but I forgot that it was louder.
Yeah.
But this time, I think you've toned it down.
I went too far with Matt Geek Gab last week, so yep.
Over the top. Okay, I'm going to call out our sponsors. All right. Thank you to our sponsors this week. Paka. Is it P-A-K-A? I am wearing their socks.
Same. I am also wearing their socks.
Paka.
I can't tell you. I mean, I can tell you all the people that I have purchased Paka stuff for Christmas gifts already.
You got to find that Paka and find their X handle. I always ask you for this. It's Surf. Who's the second one?
Surfshark.
Thank you very much. Is there an intercap? Surfshark at Surf.
Yes, there is.
There it is.
I believe on X it is. Oh no, it's not.
I think it's at Surfshark.
Oh no, Surfshark is probably right. I'm just trying to find Paka.
Yeah. I had to find. Hey, if you're just joining us, we're just getting ready to do a little housekeeping.
Yeah, Surfshark is at Surfshark for sure.
Okay, and I always forget Paka Apparel or something like that.
Yeah.
Paka Apparel.
But it's not Paka Apparel.
It is. Yeah, Paka _
That's what it is.
Yeah,
okay.
Paka Apparel. Okay. Awesome. At Paka Apparel. Amazing socks. All right. Perfect.
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay. I just posted that. Got the sponsors up. Ready to go. I'm going to have a drink of water. Be ready to go. Thank you for joining the live stream today. We're going to record two episodes. The first one is our regular episode that will be out on other podcast apps on Wednesday. That's episode 698. Is that correct?
698 and 699 today.
Right,
yeah.
Perfect. And then the second episode we're going to record is 699, one away from 700, which I'm very excited about. Next week, 700.
It'll probably happen next week. That's right.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully. The way things are going, I don't know.
Yeah, it's looking good.
It's looking good. And then our Friday episode is our famous Friday Eye episode, where we're going to talk about a few different AI topics. And I'm looking forward to it, and I'm ready to go anytime you are.
I feel like I did something stupid.
Oh, that's what I was going to talk about.
Yeah, but how did I lose those?
Okay.
Now's
I've
not
got
the right
another
time.
topic.
That's okay.
I'm going to talk about.
All right. Just gotta...
Now connects to Apple Messages app.
Oh,
that's more important than the ChatGPT. So, okay. I'll talk about that next time.
Hang on.
Yep.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, no worries. My personal AI. Okay, great. If you're just joining us, you can ask questions. You can comment in the chat. Right. If you click on the live stream and on the side, I think, if you're in a browser.
I have too many in-ear monitors, Shannon.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Within arm's reach, I think I have at least 3 sets of four.
That's pretty good.
Sets of custom fit, and then my gig bag is over there. Yeah.
Well, I'm not a musician, so
no.
I think these cost me $20 on Amazon. My in-ear things, and it's good.
And for what you're using them for, that's fine.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, because I don't have to have the high fidelity one. So
right.
Okay, that's even better. I just switched my Friday Eye topic because something more important. So.
Oh, okay.
It'll be a surprise.
All right, great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very good. I'm ready to go anytime.
I'm ready to rock. Here we go.
Too.
Oh, not that one. That's the one. Here we go. Business Brain, episode 698 for Wednesday, November 5th, Bonfire Night, 2025. I mean, it's also Guy Fawkes Day. It's like the same thing.
That makes sense.
Same reason.
Tie in. I'm a big Bonfire fan.
Yeah. Greetings, folks, and welcome to Business Brain, the show where you send in some ideas, we bring some ideas, we crunch them, we dissect them, we use them to tune our business brains so that we can each level up our charmed lives every single week. Our sponsors include surfshark.com/businessbrain. That's where you can go, or use code businessbrain at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN, and you know it, folks, pacaapparel.com/brain to grab your Paca hoodie and your free pair of alpaca crew socks. I am wearing those crew socks right now. They're super cozy.
So am I. If I could show you my feet.
I mean, you could, but I'd prefer you didn't.
We're not showing feet. It's not that kind of show.
It's not that kind of show. No. But we will talk more about Paca in a minute, because we're buying a lot of that stuff for ourselves and for our well, we may or may not be buying it for our family members. Certainly not the ones that listen. Yes. That's right. We don't want to tell you what you're getting. Here in Durham, New Hampshire, I'm Dave Hamilton.
And in Lafayette, California, I'm Shannon Jean. I'm happy to be here. One of my favorite times of the week, get together and chat. And,
bonfire night, man.
That's a big one. I'm a huge fan of big campfires and bonfires. Part of my whole story, and I have them a lot, and that's cool.
Well, I mean, it's Guy Fawkes Day, right?
Course,
Which they tried to blow up Parliament or whatever,
burn it all down, right?
Yeah,
which exactly. I'm kind of a fan of too. If
I'm
really being,
so if you were in the 17th century, this would all make sense.
Sometimes, I'm a fan of chaos, so that's just the way it is. Hey, I have a topic.
Go.
Go ahead.
No,
I want to talk.
Fine.
I'm a. You know who Charlie Munger is, right? Is Warren Buffett's
partner. happens to be a partner in
yes.
or was. He passed away a few years back.
Last year, maybe even.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yep.
We did.
Berkshire Hathaway, folks.
Yes, Berkshire Hathaway. He had a really good quote, comment, statement, or whatever. Thesis is about finding a wave and writing it, right? And as long as you can for success, whether that's, like in my case, it was technology, maybe partway yours as well, Dave, or music or different things.
Sure.
And it could be real estate, could be whatever. But I have will sound real fancy. I have a thesis that age is just another wave to ride. And I wanted to, I'll tell you a little bit behind it. I want to get your feedback on it and get some listeners' feedback is, and now that I'm older and I have all this gray hair, I can think like this, right? Because I have time and I can look back.
Well, our brains change.
Yeah, your brain definitely
I mean,
change.
we really do. Like when you're younger, and this is in general, of course, but when you're younger, you have a great capacity for memorizing things. And as you get older, that capacity diminishes.
What?
But what sorry, Shannon, as you get older, but what changes as you age, I don't want to say as you get older, as you age, what changes, your capacity for memory diminishes, but your ability to see the big picture enhances greatly.
Yes, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
I mean, it's just true. It's just how it is.
It's a fact.
The really wonderful thing for those of us that happen to be aging, which I'm pretty sure is every single one of us, and if I keep talking, I'm going to cause you to age more. It's amazing how I can do that. That we have now devices in our pockets that are better at memorizing things than even the best human. So we win. Like we solve this problem, and now we can think big picture and like actually do stuff. It's wonderful. Yeah.
And like when I was young, if you're young right now, if you're in your 20s or even younger, there's a huge your youth is a huge can be a massive lever. And leverage to succeed. And some of the ways, and so that's the start of the wave, riding this wave, is that people have a tendency to want to help young people, right, to succeed. And to help them, connections, who, whatever. It's often easier to get someone to pick up the phone, to talk with you, to offer tips, to offer connections when you're young. Yeah. Because they look at you and go, wow, look at this, young guy or young woman that's just, they're it's amazing to me that what they're doing, and I love it. I'm this way too. I'm describing myself because
Yes.
when I see them,
Yes. We want to help
see
them.
just like,
Yep.
man, these guys are going places, and I want to give them a hand. So that's, I think, the start of it, and you kind of lean into that. And like when I was starting businesses in my 20s, I struggled a bit because I was younger than a lot of people that I was hiring, and it was an adjustment, and I had to kind of tone back some of my what's the right word that I can say in public. I was always in a rush, always in a hurry.
Yes.
Confident, cocky.
Yep.
Didn't know how to ramp down my ego. Certainly knew how to ramp it up because I was being, things were building, company, this kind of thing. I felt like I was a superhero, right?
Right.
Which is often happens in your first business. You grow. So learning that and then kind of adjusting into that is, I think, the second part where you mature a bit and you get into the years where you have just enough knowledge, but what you also have, which is, I think, a big hack, is a tremendous amount of energy.
Yes.
Right? That you can push and you can be there. What did Steve Jobs say? Small companies, there's more cars in the parking lot on Sundays than big companies.
Yep.
And I get that. I was the same way. It was like I never stopped. I was just go, go, go. And I time shifted so I'd have time with my family and stuff.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
working all night, working weekends, all this kind of stuff. And I think that's great. And then, in my experience, you kind of get into maybe your 40s or whatever, and you just start, to your point that you mentioned a few minutes ago, you start to get, you can put some distance on things. You have more of a dashboard or higher view on life and how things work. Maybe you have a little more wisdom from because mistakes are tuition, and you certainly made some by that. And I think it allows you, like my 40s were really my wheelhouse years. Everything came together in my 40s, right? All the effort that I put in and energy. And
the things you
else.
didn't, it's the, you could connect the dots going backwards finally.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
And everything kind of started, it's like, I've used this analogy maybe before on this show. It's like from my 20s to my 40s, I pulled this slingshot back. And it wasn't until my 40s that I could let go. And everything, kind of took off for me. And then now, I don't know what you're going to call it.
You're someone who is continuing to age.
That's right. You have, I think it's okay to say you can share more or wisdom, I think, right? It's not that you're smarter. It's that you've experienced all this stuff.
And you have the ability to synthesize at least some of the lessons from all of the things.
Yes.
The summation of your experience and the filtering of those experiences, I think, is where
that's a good way to think about it.
Yeah, I would love to be able to combine the energy and bravado of my 20s with the wisdom of my 50s.
Yes, you'd be unstoppable.
But you can do this.
Yeah.
And it takes not just time shifting, but role shifting, like bringing that young energy into your companies, and while you also bring in the older wisdom into your companies, like the combination of those things
definitely
can really make a difference. And then also managing yourself and your own energy. I mean, no matter what you and I think we can do right now in terms of getting our energy together, we can do great things. And we will think that for the last month, I've had the energy I had in my 20s. No, we did not. But the good news is we cannot remember what it was like to have that much energy. Yeah. If we could, it would be like that Demi Moore movie, right? The Substance. Did you see that?
Oh my gosh. That movie is so great until the last 30 minutes.
Well, but the lesson is exactly what we're talking about here, right?
It's true.
It's the actual knowledge of knowing what that energy feels like when you're in your 50s it would of course you don't want to switch back.
No.
You want the wisdom along with the energy. Like it's just how that works.
That's right. And
it's just how it works.
Thankfully, to your point earlier, we have a tremendous amount of tools that help us make up for that. So the key takeaway for me is that and I can I can only share my own experience, is that, a couple years ago when I wanted to start something new, and I've talked about it on the show a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I had no idea that I would still be able to ride. I'm still riding this wave.
Yes.
Just because
you're
older.
taking advantage of this phase of the wave.
Correct. The key is to identify these parts of your life and lean into what your superpower is at that stage.
And it
right?
changes. I think that's the hard part.
It is hard.
And I think it's in our 50s, certainly for me, I wish that I had realized in my 40s how powerful I like how I was not the same. I didn't have the same energy as my 20s, but I had
you're in it. It's harder when you're in it.
But looking back, it's like, wait a minute, I didn't have the energy, but I had this wisdom. Now I have the awareness and the wisdom and the energy. I'm sure there's something I'm missing that in my 60s I'll look back and be like, dude, you were a moron.
Right. Well, no, that's it. The key thing is you keep reinventing yourself.
And you have to be willing to let go of what you used to be.
Yeah.
Not let go, but not try to be that again.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's okay. Like, one thing I don't know if I'm still good at this, to be candid. I used to be able to memorize numbers. Like somebody would give me a credit card number, a phone number, anything. And it would I currently have passwords that are based on other people's credit card numbers that I heard once. But I don't, here's the thing. In today's world, I don't hear those numbers anymore. No. I don't even see them.
Correct.
I don't even know my own credit card numbers because I never use them. And it, like when I first noticed that, I was like, I don't even know my own credit card numbers. Like, oh, it's like, well, wait, have I even, like, why would I? Yeah. And also, I don't need, even if I don't have that skill anymore, which I probably have less of it, certainly. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, good news. I have a thing that I intentionally basically have soldered to my body that has all that in it, So
it's great. So it's really worked well for me to recognize that, and it's helped me to what you're talking about, make that transition, and to understand that, I've really in the last few years have leaned into the idea. It's like I want to add value wherever I can.
Yeah,
that's really what I want to do, and that's a very broad term, but that's where I start.
But you can ask yourself the question: how can I add value here?
In each situation.
So that's it. And, that's the question. How are you adding value, or how could you add value to either your business or someone else's business, where you can all kind of win together? Feedback at businessbrain.show. And I want to revisit fear-based decisions, Shannon, because I don't think they're as bad as we make them out to seem. First, though, I want to talk about our sponsor. And it's perfect timing, too, because October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, which means it's the perfect time to talk about something we all need, privacy online. And that's what I love about our sponsor, Surfshark. It's a VPN, a virtual private network that keeps my data encrypted and my browsing private. It works super easily. Think of it like a digital secure tunnel that hides my online activity from hackers, trackers, and the occasional sketchy airport or coffee shop Wi-Fi, right? And for entrepreneurs like us, constantly on the move, connecting from cafes, airports, and yes, even over at the dairy bar where we would get ice cream all summer or whatever, Surfshark keeps every device protected under one simple subscription. No limits, no nonsense, and no reason to panic if you're using public Wi-Fi. It also lets me virtually travel the world. I can securely connect through servers in over 100 countries and access region-locked content from anywhere. Plus, Surfshark has tools like Surfshark Alert, which scans the web and tells me if my personal info ever leaks online. It's like having a digital bodyguard for my business, right? So protect your data, safeguard your business, and keep living your charmed life. Go to surfshark.com/businessbrain or use code businessbrain at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. So again, surfshark.com/businessbrain or use code businessbrain at checkout. It gets you 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. And our thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring this episode. And you know that one hoodie you wear so much that it practically becomes part of your personality? That's my Paca hoodie. I've had mine for, I don't know, a month and a half now, and I wear it everywhere, on walks, in the studio, on Zoom calls. And if it were socially acceptable to wear it in the shower, I'd probably try, but probably not. Paca makes performance apparel out of alpaca fiber. It's softer than cashmere, warmer than wool, and still breathable. The hoodie is lightweight, cozy, and perfect for the chilly fall weather we're getting right now. And my Paca socks, I'm wearing them right now. They're toasty, they stay dry, and they never smell, even after long work days or even gigging. Like, it's fantastic. Talk about a charmed life. Each hoodie is handcrafted in Peru, and the artisan literally stitches their name into the tag. It's really cool. And that kind of personal touch reminds me of why I love supporting small businesses doing things that way, right? And right now, when you order your Paca hoodie, you'll get a free pair of their legendary alpaca crew socks, the ones I'm wearing right now. But here's the important part. You've got to add both the hoodie and the socks to your cart first, and then enter our code BRAIN at checkout to make those socks magically free. So, to grab your Paca hoodie and free pair of alpaca crew socks, head to go.pacaapparel.com/brain and then use our code BRAIN. So that's go.pacaapparel.com/brain. Use our code BRAIN. Enjoy. Put these on your holiday list for everybody. And our thanks to Paca for sponsoring this episode. So years ago, Shannon, we were introduced to the concept, don't make fear-based decisions.
Yeah,
right?
Brian Friss from
Brian
Digistore.
Friss. That's right.
Yep.
And I think that I think there's still wisdom in that. However,
yeah, his context was right. Don't be
Yes.
rushed into if you're afraid. Don't, I get that.
Yes. However, I really think fear is an excellent motivator and a great tool so long as you use it appropriately. Sure. I was looking at some of the stuff we have going on at Backbeat recently, and I was like, our outreach just isn't working right. And man, if we stay on this track, it's not gonna, we're not gonna see the growth that we need to see. In fact, it might shrink. Like, that's bad, right?
Right.
And so it's like, okay, we got to do something about this, and we got to do something now because we're in Q4. We're not seeing the response rate that we need to see. Like, this is do or die time, right?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
And so it was like, okay. And suddenly I didn't need discipline or anything to just buckle down and figure it out. Now, I didn't race into it. I didn't make rash decisions based on this.
That's the difference.
And that's right. But fear it really is an excellent motivator. It's like, okay, well, I don't want to I've seen the business take left turns before. I don't like that. I want to grab the reins here and let's fix this. And we did. Like, we made some really minor changes last week in terms of the way we outreach to our agency partners. And it changed things dramatically. Which I'll share. They all told us, because we meet with them once or twice a year or whatever, and like at trade shows or whatever. And they said, we always ask, what can we do better?
Sure.
Always. Yeah.
Smart.
And one common refrain that we got back in August was stay in our inboxes more. It's like, okay, these were people that are pestered by hundreds, and they told us stay in our inboxes more. So we did. And it wasn't making a difference. And that's when we started thinking, okay, what do these people actually want? And we decided, all right, well, you know what? It's our job to be pesty with them. And so let's be pesty this week.
Okay. Yeah.
And that doesn't mean it doesn't mean be impolite. In fact, you can be a pleasant pest. And so, but it was like, all right, let's start telling them, we want you to take a look at this show. We want really getting on them about stuff and being short and sweet and to the point, instead of sending them a long email about, here's the 10 shows that we think you should highlight, which really was just an excuse to be in their inbox. Now it was, all right, we're in their inbox. Let's actually see if we can get an answer out of them. And man, it worked phenomenally well. And we learned some things. It was like, okay, when they were telling us to be in their inboxes, what they meant was giving them action. Like to be like, don't just be there to remind them of yourself. Be there and grab them.
Yeah, and make it easier for them. Maybe,
and make it easier for them. Well, and that's it. Yeah, and I in fact I took some of these things and ChatGPT gave me some sort of amazing big picture advice that I saw this morning, which I'll share in our Friday hour episode.
I think
I think the fear is good.
Yeah, I would agree. I have this irrational fear of not making any money.
Yeah,
I
same.
just do. I know it's irrational, and I know that, like, for years, for a decade, as I drove to one of our buildings, I passed, this guy living on the street, this homeless guy, and I always put myself like, boy, I could be right there. I could be that could be my story, man, if I screw up or if I did something. And I think the chances of that happening were, it's not a non-zero chance, but very, very low. But it's a fear of mine, and I still measure my success for right or wrong, better or worse, with the dollar signs of, how was the day? I start the day at 0, and what's going on? What am I doing? I ask myself this question: what's the most important thing to do right now to increase my revenue? That I ask myself that when I don't have anything to do, quote, anything to do. That's the question I ask. So
that's a great question to ask.
Constantly. I
think your irrational, to use your word, irrational fear of not making any money or of winding up, on the streets. Destitute. Yeah. I think that might be a superpower for you.
It's words.
I mean, it's a motivator. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm always looking for brain hacks.
Yeah.
Where I can be motivated without requiring any discipline, right? And fear gives you that. Like good. I don't need to like decide, man, I'm feeling really lazy laying against this rock here, but I gotta run because that lion is coming. No one in the history of man has ever had that thought. Like, I know I gotta get up off my ass and run away from this lion, but I really don't want to. No one says that. No. You just find yourself running from the lion. It required zero discipline whatsoever.
It's interesting, that you put it like that, because it's almost like if you visualize your life as the opposite of what it is now, and you could use it both ways.
Yes.
If you're successful and you're building, you're visualizing, wow, what would the opposite be? It would be horrific.
Yes.
And also, if you're struggling or just getting started and you don't know which way to go, visualizing your life the opposite. I'm successful. I built this business, if that's what you're doing, and I've achieved these things. That is a good brain hack. Opposite thinking.
Opposite thinking. Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is a perfect time of year to point out that Trading Places is a Christmas movie.
Oh, it's such a great movie, too. I got to watch that. Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I watched last night? No, this is totally irrelevant to the show, but I watched The Big Short, which is all about the 2007, 2008 housing crisis. And what a great movie. And
Trading Places, we got to make money because we got to buy our kid the GI Joe with the Kung Fu grip.
You got it. He's like, you guys are a couple of
bookies.
That's what bankers are. Come on, we all know that.
That's all. He figured it out. But it's great. I think that
good point.
Yeah, fear is it when used appropriately. If you use it, great. If it uses you,
that's right.
But that's the key. Yeah. That's the key. But it's a good motivator.
Opposite thinking. I gotta write
Opposite thinking. Yeah.
I like it.
And go watch Trading Places, folks. It's a great movie.
Going to. Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out. Feedback at businessbrain.show is where you can email us and get in touch with us. You can also call or text us 567-274-6977. It's in the show notes every week. Businessbrain.show. Have a great couple of days, and we'll see you on Friday.
See you Friday.
That charmed life. Later.
See you.
Okie dokie.
That's cool. Awesome. So, hey, if you're one of the 381 people on the live stream, just hang out for a couple of minutes. We're going to, I say we, but Dave is going to push some buttons, spin some knobs, and get that first episode up in the pipe so we can get some more data and get it ready for you to listen on Wednesday. And then we're going to record our Friday Eye episode, which we have some interesting things, one of which I just remembered that I wanted to talk about, and that's why I changed I'm calling it Audible.
That's fine. Call audibles all the time here.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I realized, we talked about movies and covering movies in our pre-show chat, like before we even turned on the stream. And then I wound up mentioning not one, but two movies in that episode. Completely didn't even think about it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's subconscious. Yep. Your sleeping mind is, I kind of think The Fifth Element might be a Christmas movie too. I think that might be.
I haven't seen it recently enough to.
You should watch it again.
I will. Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth it. That's one you should own.
One movie that I do not recommend. It was recommended to us. It's called Good Boy. It's like a horror movie.
Oh yeah.
About a dog.
Oh no way.
No, dude. It's not really a horror. It's like a feel-good horror movie, but it doesn't feel good. It just feels super confusing. It's filmed from like the dog's perspective.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
It's stupid. We watch. We have a rule in our house. We call it the 20-minute rule.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Right? Yep. If we're watching a movie and 20 minutes in, everybody's like, on their phones, dicking around. It's like, you know what? We don't have to watch this. We can stop it and do something else and be more productive with our time.
Yep.
And for whatever reason, we turned it on yesterday afternoon, like we had finished watching the Patriots game or something, and we turned it on, and I immediately took a nap. Like right away.
Yeah.
And I think my son did too. And Lisa watched it. And then I kind of woke up. I realized, God, I haven't missed, other than the 30-minute nap I just got in.
Yeah.
I am still completely up to date and confused equally on the story. But we finished it. I mean, I did some stuff on my computer. Like it was like I didn't, but it was just so stupid.
Yeah,
I
have to say I really enjoyed the Substance movie. I thought the acting was phenomenal. I thought Demi Moore did such a great job,
and really thought provoking.
Very thought provoking about life, especially celebrity and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And aging.
But obviously.
When I felt like it should have been over, I was like, wow, that was really good.
That's when it went off the deep end.
That's when it went, like, it jumped the shark.
Yes.
And the last, 20 minutes, I hit the button on the Apple TV remote, and I was like, wait, there's like another 20 minutes? What is this all about? And then it just went nuts.
Yeah.
So I recommend the movie, but I always say, don't watch the last 20 minutes.
Just call it. Yeah, when you feel like you're done, give yourself permission to be done.
There is a perfect spot to cut off that movie. And I don't even need to tell you what it is because you will get it. That's when you turn it off and go do something else.
And just do something else.
Yeah. And Dennis Quaid was amazing in that movie.
My gosh. Oh, he was so good. Yeah.
That's so great.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. How you doing? Almost all done there?
One step away. Yeah.
Perfect. So if you're listening, you're listening.
Oh, there was a new Shannon Jean quote though.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh,
I saved Shannon Jean quotes here,
right,
by the way. Today's new one is what's the most important thing to do right now to increase my revenue?
Oh yeah.
Just asking these questions.
That has served me well.
So there's three things that I've captured over time here that you say. One is, these are things you say to yourself. One is something good is going to happen today.
Every day.
Another is a new revenue stream is going to start today.
Yep.
And then when you don't know what's next, you ask, what's the most important thing to do right now to increase my revenue?
Yeah. Those first two, they're my reminders. They come up on my computer and my phone every single morning. I'm like, oh, it's going to be a great day. And we're going to have new revenue, and I'm just the way I think. And it motivates me, and I know how my brain works. And
no, I think it's freaking brilliant.
Those are my guardrails. I bounce
That's why I capture. As soon as you say them, I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to write these down. That's my job. It's my job here.
All right, let's record our Friday Eye episode.
Here we go. Here goes nothing. Friday Eye, you're going to learn how to use your camera in the store with ChatGPT. You're going to use ChatGPT to hone your business philosophy. Todd has a question for you, Shannon, and you, I believe, have a surprise topic for us. All of this on Business Brain, $6.99 for Casual Friday Eye, November 7th, Love Your Lawyer Day. 2025.
That's sketchy.
Yeah. Greetings, folks, and welcome to Business Brain, the show where we take some ideas from us, from you, we crunch them, we dissect them, we use them to tune our business brains and level up our charmed lives each and every time we get together. Our sponsors for this episode include go.pacaapparel.com/brain. Go.pacaapparel.com/brain. That's where you can go to get your Paca hoodie and free pair of alpaca crew socks. And also surfshark.com/brain. Sorry. Let me say it again. Surfshark.com/businessbrain. Everybody changes it up on me. Or use code BusinessBrain at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. We'll talk more about those in a little bit, and we'll get the codes right. For now, here in Durham, New Hampshire, I'm Dave Hamilton.
And I'm out here in Northern California. I'm Shannon Jean. Happy Friday,
Happy Friday. Happy Love Your Lawyer Day, man.
Oh,
yeah.
I
If you don't love your lawyer,
no, your lawyer.
Get a different. Yes,
I don't. The key is your. Yeah.
Yes,
not everybody else's, but yeah.
I remember when I was watching that Eagles documentary, because evidently this is the week that I mentioned movies on the show. But watching that Eagles documentary that came out, I don't know, about 10 years ago or something, Don Henley said of Irving Azoff, he wasn't their lawyer, but he was their manager and agent and all those things. And he might be an attorney. I don't know. But he said, yeah. He's the devil, all right. I mean, that guy's the devil, but he's our devil.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's like, oh, I see.
Definitely.
Yep.
It's crazy.
When you go to Amazon, Shannon, you when you want to buy something, you type it into the search bar.
Yep.
And it shows you a list of options. You pick one, you buy it, and then it shows up, right? And you probably, like you said, you do this frequently.
Yep.
You might even do it more frequently than we ever. Very familiar. Exactly. So I was in the pharmacy the other day, and I needed to find something specific. I actually don't even remember what it was. And you know what pharmacy, and I wanted to get it like right away. And you know what these pharmacy shelves look like? They're just like
stacked.
A wall stacked, like, because they're, usually little tiny little bottles or whatever. So they're 18 high or whatever, and they're, about a 4.5 mile width or whatever.
And there's always somebody standing right in front of the section you need to go to.
Yeah, that too. But even if they're not, it's like trying to find the thing is a pain in the neck. And as I'm standing there, I thought, you know what? Let me try something. And so I looked to the left. I looked to the right to make sure nobody was going to look at me because I knew no one would understand why I was doing what I was doing. I pulled up ChatGPT and I fired off 3 pictures. And I was looking for oral probiotics because I might have like some, I had Lyme disease or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I might have developed like thrush or whatever. There's been something going on with my throat, and it makes sense after having been on antibiotics, or whatever. So it was like, looking through the vitamin aisle trying to find an oral probiotic. I was like, no, okay. And I'm taking other things too. Don't worry, folks. I've got doctors on this now. Yeah, but I took pictures of the whole aisle, and I said, find me the oral probiotic section. And it was like, okay, there are no oral probiotics.
Oh.
But look, if you see the orange cluster of things, that is this brand of regular probiotic. Take a look there to make sure I'm not missing anything, but I don't think I am. And it was 100% right.
That's
and
cool, man.
I needed like a special Band-Aid or something. And it was like, I don't know where the heck that would be in this huge, monstrous display of bandages. And I did the same thing. It was like, oh, look on the bottom shelf, 2 over from the left. You'll see it from this thing.
That's crazy.
It's so good at processing. Of course, it's good at processing that data.
Yeah. Well, like I shared last week when I just did it with video. I was working on a dryer and I was making some weird noise and I couldn't figure it out. I just videoed it to ChatGPT and it's like, oh, you've got an air bubble in your pump. Something. Like,
I should have just used the video. You're totally right.
That's cool though. No, the photo's great though.
The photo was great. It was like, I can tell you exactly where it is. Yeah, it's important to remember that one of the superpowers of these AIs is their ability to synthesize data from multiple modes. right? So you can give it text, you can give it pictures, you can give it audio, you can give it video, and it'll just pull it all together and treat it like the data that it is. It doesn't matter what form it came in.
That's it. I'm constantly uploading screenshots. You can take a screenshot from within ChatGPT
Yes.
as well, which is another time saver. But it's like, oh, go to this, and it's helping me do something, and it'll say, find this in settings here, and I'll just go, it's not there. And you take a screenshot, share it. So it's great that it processes that data, and you're right, audio or probably even audio.
Multimodal stuff. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, pictures, video, audio, shared in there.
Share quickly, though, because you offered a little tip there. You said you can take screenshots from within ChatGPT. Share how you do that?
So you can use the app or you can use the web version. And when you click, before you send anything, down in the little taskbar where you're typing stuff to it, click the plus button. It'll say upload file, upload photo. And the third one is take screenshot. And when you hover over that, it brings up a link to every window that you have open on your computer.
It's brilliant.
It's genius, dude. And
it's
then,
genius.
So you don't have to save it and do all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's no machinations. You're just good. Yep.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Highly recommend it.
So I mentioned in Wednesday's episode that we had kind of taken this approach of being a friendly pest, and it was working well, and also as part of that, I'm a big fan of magic phrases, so of course I put friendly pest on our magic phrases list for Backbeat. And then we were talking this morning, kind of evolving from it, and I said, oh, well, the question we should ask is, how can I help? Right? Because that's how you can be a helpful pest, right? Like figuring out different ways of asking that question and targeting it towards the things that we want to target people towards. But predominantly, truly asking, how can I help? I mean, we're middlemen, right? And so are the agencies we buy from. I mean, we all have our pieces in the puzzle, but really the trick is to be as friction-free as possible for everybody else. That's where our strength is, right? Yep. So asking the question and just making it a philosophy of how can I help. So when we came up with this morning, I put 2 lines into ChatGPT. I will note there is no question with these. I don't know why I put them in, but I put them in. I think part of our MO at BBM, at Backbeat Media here is, that's one line. The second line is, quote, friendly pest, quote, and asking, quote, how can I help, quote. And I hit enter on that. I didn't ask it to do anything I didn't prompt it for how I wanted it to process this information for me.
Okay.
It came back and it says, that's a smart and effective combo. This hits the exact balance between persistence and partnership. It makes your follow-ups feel proactive instead of pushy. It's great, but here's where it gets even better. Here's how I'd frame it as part of your broader voice or internal messaging philosophy. And then it proceeded to build this list of guiding principles. Lead with curiosity. Frame persistence as service. Keep it short and personal. Show gratitude and optimism. End on open energy. And it explains each of these things. I'm just summarizing here.
Sure.
But like it took all of this and just like turned it into a manifesto, essentially.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. I'm definitely sharing it with the staff.
That's super good.
I have no notes on this. Now, did it do this in a vacuum? No. I've been feeding it information for years.
That's the key.
Yeah. Right. But it pulled it all together. Yeah.
If the more these AI, the more context they get about your business or your life or whatever you want to share with it, the better they get at predicting and helping you, solve problems or create things. I definitely see it. I mean, ChatGPT has gotten so much better as I've uploaded.
I mean, it's getting better. The engines are getting better too.
Yes.
However, what we have said since the beginning, since we figured it out, I don't know if we figured this out in the beginning, but once we've said it, since we figured it out, is true. And that is the more data it has specifically about whatever you're trying to do, the better off it's going to be. If you just go in cold and ask it, tell me about Dave Hamilton and his businesses and what could Dave do to make his business work better? It's not, it might offer something very general.
Basic
but
stuff.
it doesn't know enough. I'm not that important. It's not going to have enough information about me or most of you. Like, it's just candidly, we're not that important. And so, you got to feed it in order to get good data out of it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good advice.
All right. We have a question from a listener for you, Shannon. And then
ready.
you have a surprise topic. And the next thing that I want to do, I want to talk about our sponsors. And it's perfect timing, too, because October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, which means it's the perfect time to talk about something we all need, privacy online. And that's what I love about our sponsor, Surfshark. It's a VPN, a virtual private network that keeps my data encrypted and my browsing private. It works super easily. Think of it like a digital secure tunnel that hides my online activity from hackers, trackers, and the occasional sketchy airport or coffee shop Wi-Fi, right? And for entrepreneurs like us, constantly on the move, connecting from cafes, airports, and yes, even like, over at like the dairy bar where we would get ice cream all summer or whatever, Surfshark keeps every device protected under one simple subscription. No limits, no nonsense, and no reason to panic if you're using public Wi-Fi. It also lets me virtually travel the world. I can securely connect through servers in over 100 countries and access region-locked content from anywhere. Plus, Surfshark has tools like Surfshark Alert, which scans the web and tells me if my personal info ever leaks online. It's like having a digital bodyguard for my business, right? So protect your data, safeguard your business, and keep living your charmed life. Go to surfshark.com/businessbrain or use code businessbrain at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. So again, surfshark.com/businessbrain or use code businessbrain at checkout. It gets you 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. And our thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring this episode. And you know that one hoodie you wear so much that it practically becomes part of your personality? That's my Paca hoodie. I've had mine for, a month and a half now, and I wear it everywhere, on walks, in the studio, on Zoom calls, and if it were socially acceptable to wear it in the shower, I'd probably try, but probably not. Paca makes performance apparel out of alpaca fiber. It's softer than cashmere, warmer than wool, and still breathable. The hoodie is lightweight, cozy, and perfect for the chilly fall weather we're getting right now. And my Paca socks, I'm wearing them right now. They're toasty, they stay dry, and they never smell, even after long work days or even gigging. Like it's fantastic. Talk about a charmed life. Each hoodie is handcrafted in Peru, and the artisan literally stitches their name into the tag. It's really cool. And that kind of personal touch reminds me of why I love supporting small businesses doing things that way, right? And right now, when you order your Paca hoodie, you'll get a free pair of their legendary alpaca crew socks, the ones I'm wearing right now. But here's the important part. You've got to add both the hoodie and the socks to your cart first, and then enter our code BRAIN at checkout to make those socks magically free. So, to grab your Paca hoodie and free pair of alpaca crew socks, head to go.pacaapparel.com/brain and then use our code BRAIN. So that's go.pacaapparel.com/brain. Use our code BRAIN. Enjoy. Put these on your holiday list for everybody. And our thanks to Paca for sponsoring this episode. So Shannon, Todd wrote in, he's talking about you've been talking about your limitless pendant in the last couple of weeks or whatever here. There you go.
If you're listening in the car, you can't see it, but if you're on YouTube, you can.
Todd asks, Shannon, have you had an occasion where you were wearing your AI pendant and speaking with someone else? Do you feel the need to tell the other person that everything is being recorded? What are the privacy concerns with wearable AI pendants in general?
That's a great question. Yeah,
I think so.
I do mention it. Plus, it has a little light on it, so every one of my friends calls me out. I'm like, "What the heck is that thing?"
Yeah. Okay. But, that's good. I mean, in a sense, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, if I'm wearing it, I will just mention it, and hey, do you mind if it's very good. It's getting better at just pulling out my information.
Yep.
And it will register the context of the conversation, but it's getting better at not, keep track of every single thing somebody else might have said.
Got it.
And otherwise I just turn it off. Of
course.
A tiny little button. I just go, oh yeah, no big deal. But if it's something that, especially like a business meeting or
Yeah.
something, I just say, hey, do you mind if we record it? Because I'll be better. I'm going to serve you better here if I can just have a recording of it. And I don't even. It's not like I'm listening to the recording, and it doesn't pull it like when you go to your life log. It's like pulling out phrases. It's not.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's just keeping everything, right? That would be insane.
And then it has little, you can mark certain, what do they call it? When something happens and if it's important, you're like, I want to remember that.
Yeah.
You hit the button and it'll flag that section of your day's.
Got it. Sure. Okay. Great. So you can hint it to what's important to you. Got it.
That's right. And it's teachable, and I can see it getting better. And the more you ask the questions, just like we talked about,
more data it has.
More data. And I'm getting used to just grabbing it as part of my everyday carry.
Yep.
And I put my pocket knife in my pocket. I grab my phone and I clip this thing on, and it works great just being clipped on my belt or my pocket in my pants pocket as well as on my shirt.
Amazing.
So it's cool. Yeah. So it is I don't know if it's a concern, but it's something that you should bring up.
For sure. Yeah, especially in these what I consider early days of it.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's just gonna
everywhere.
It's gonna be. Everyone will know, and they'll say, "Hey, wait, we need to have a conversation that's not being recorded. Let's turn off our
You'll turn
things."
everything off. Everybody will carry a Faraday bag.
Yeah, exactly.
And put it inside there. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
But it brings.
We could get ahead of that. That's a new business opportunity, Shannon.
You're right.
Selling Faraday bags to people.
Yeah, look at the bags they used in schools to lock those kids' phones in. That company is
making bank.
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right, so you got something else?
Yeah, so it's related to this. My limitless pendant is. They came out with a software update late last week that allows you to tie. And I've been waiting for this because this is one of the most often used Apple apps that I use, most frequently used. Now the reminders that you tell your pendant tie into the Apple reminders.
Oh.
Total game changer for me.
I can see that being a game changer for sure.
I don't have to grab my phone. I can driving. I don't have to say anybody the Siri name. I don't have to do anything.
Yep.
I just say, remind me today at 6 p.m. to call so and so, and it just adds it right into my Apple reminders. So if I'll see it pop up on my phone. And when I jump in, typically now I've been jumping into my daily log like either late that evening or in the morning, the next morning.
Yeah.
But tying it into the iOS reminders or the Mac, it works.
Yeah, Apple reminders.
Amazing. It is a game changer for me because
I can see that.
I use them all day long. Otherwise, I can't keep my life structured.
Why would you try to remember all that stuff?
Yeah.
Like we talked about on Wednesday. Like our brain, we have devices that are better than any of us have ever been, even at our peak.
Yeah, and it allows
peak memorization capability.
Correct.
Yes.
And it allows me to offload thoughts and tasks, so I can keep focused on what I'm working on right at that point.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I'm loving it. I think it's great, and I recommend it. I think it's awesome. I mean, I recommend a device like this. Find something that works for you that you enjoy. To me, the hands-free version or the hands-free features of it, to where I don't have to physically, where's this thing or whatever. It's just kind of part of my my system, if you will. So
love it.
It's cool.
I love it.
Definitely.
I think it's great, man.
Yeah, it's fun. Good stuff. It's a brave new world we're moving into. Did you see that before we jump off hook, that Neo bot, that in-home robot, full size? I think it's called Neo X or something like that.
Yeah.
$500 a month.
Yeah.
But the interesting part is if you watch the video long enough, it's not fully autonomous. There is an operator that helps you do certain tasks, and that's a great meme right there. That old person with one, but it's to me picture. It's the first step. But it's $500 a month. If this thing really was autonomous and it could do more, $500 a month would be the cheapest money you ever spent.
Oh yeah.
But this thing's pretty cool. You can put a deposit on it. You can buy it for $20,000, Or
Okay.
Or you can pay $500 a month and get updates and stuff. So it's definitely interesting to look at.
I am super eager to see what we see at CES this year.
Oh yeah.
Because you know that the year that the iPad was rumored to come out. So CES happens in January.
Yep.
Apple was rumored to be announcing a product that people assumed would be called the iPad that March. So it had not been announced. Apple said nothing about it. And yet CES that year was full of things that were called iPad killers. You can't kill something that doesn't even exist yet, right? Like, but what I want to see is all of these home robots. So now that One X has set this price at $500 a month, there's going to be people in there saying, okay, for $50 a month, look what our thing can do, right? I mean, there's going to be a few of those businesses that survive longer than January 10th or whatever the last day of CES is.
Correct.
But there'll be a lot of them that's the end of their funding is the last day of CES. That's right.
I do think, to your point, the most interesting part about that Neo X is the fact that they announced a price, $500 a month.
Yeah.
If I can,
They set the bar.
If Tesla or Figure, if they come out with their autonomous, thing and it's $500 a month, how many can I order?
Oh yeah.
How many can I order?
Oh yeah.
That'll be amazing, dude.
Yeah, $500. I mean, think of. I don't want to think of all the stupid ways that I currently spend $500 a month.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'd like to cut some of those out and get one of these instead.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So I'd love to hear what you guys think of all the AI stuff we talked today. What are you doing with AI that we should be sharing with everybody? And tell us what you think of these autonomous or humanoid robots that are.
Yeah.
They're going to infiltrate our homes. There's no doubt.
We're going to welcome them in.
I can't wait.
That's not infiltration.
True,
if you buy and put it there, that's a Trojan horse, man.
I love it.
Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Make sure feedback at businessbrain.show or just go to businessbrain.show, subscribe, and come hang out with us. It's great. We love it. We'll see you next week. Keep living that charmed life. And we're out.
Awesome. Hey, if you're on live stream, thanks for hanging out. You can reach us feedback at businessbrain.show or you can send a DM to us at Shannon Jean, at Dave Hamilton up on X. We appreciate it. We'll be back next Monday.
That's what I heard.
Record a couple more episodes. Episode 700.
That's what they say next week.
Amazing.
I know.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. We'll see you next week. Take care.
Later.